So for Clint, it was kind of interesting because obviously he's an old man. He's seen a lot. Having kind of that aged look, but the long hair, I didn't want it to be super kind of gangly and like stringy. He keeps it up most of the time just because it's more convenient that way. His red scarf, which I'm going to tie into his character later as to why that scarf is so important to him. Of course, he's got the army jacket. When we were putting together kind of the board for inspiration here, it's kind of like he's frozen in that time, Vietnam, where it's like his clothes, everything like that. He kind of is trying to retain that kind of look to it. The old wheelchair that's not getting the service it needs. It's not like a motorized one or anything like that. It's like one of the standard issue VA, probably rolled right out of the hospital when he got his leg amputated. Um, and then you kind of flip that over to the Harengon. He's a much smaller Harengon, but that's intentional as far as the size goes. Although most people think of Herringons as cute and cuddly, he is still very dark and brooding. The dark hair kind of helps symbolize like the youth that he kind of wants to regain, but of course still has the cigarette, still has the same kind of expression. After losing his right leg, being amputated, you can see that the right foot is a different color than the rest of his body, except for his stomach, obviously. But kind of just showing that he's like hasn't forgotten that he had lost that leg, and the ability for him to move and be nimble and stuff like that. It just the way the characters are kind of like almost looking eye to eye, like we're both don't want to be here. We're both annoyed by everything that's going on around us. Just kind of brings out the nature of the character that just tries to keep everybody kind of on an even keel of reality.